Jonathan from Bullet Motorsports. Right next to me we have a beautiful Saleen Impressor 2. So this is essentially everything you could throw at the Fox body Mustang before going into an SCCA race car. If you want to find out full details on number 30 of 173 produced, click on the link below. You'll have underside shots, a full gallery, and this test drive. Let's do it. Overall condition, I'd rate this an 8 out of 10. We're doing that based on a concourse judging scaling system here. 80% is what we're giving this car. It does have a repaint, shows extremely well. So the paint is nicer than most Fox bodies you'll see today. Front bumper does have an imperfection, so there's a small little imperfection on the bumper down here, probably from touching a curb. Your body lines are even throughout. I don't see any crash history from looking underneath it. There's no damage underneath it. You do have a set of American Racing 16s, so you have two 25/50s in the front and then two 45s in the rear. These tires have about 95% tread left, but they're from 2017, so you can drive it around, but if you're going to actually push this thing on a road course, I'd probably recommend changing them. All of your body gaps are very nice. Your roof line is nice. And then when we give it that 8 out of 10, it's because they didn't remove the rear rubbers to paint it, which is a common thing. You know, you weren't expecting these cars to get so valuable that when you paint them, oh, let's not pop the glass out. And in that case, you see that here. Tires, as I said, at 95% tread. You have the Saleen badging throughout the sides. So you have this body kit, you have the rear wing, which you can still see the fiberglass underneath the thin black paint. This is in Impressor Stage 2. So this is basically everything you could throw at a Mustang without turning it into a real race car. It still has a hoop in there, and we're gonna go over the interior right now. Let's do it. Overall interior impressions, I'd say that this is one of my favorite layouts for the Fox body Mustang. You have your nicely bolstered Saleen seats with the Saleen insignia in the center. There's a small imperfection here on the seat. The bolsters are extremely nice. Steering wheel, one of my favorites for the Fox bodies because this is when they came out with the airbag steering wheel, so you had a boxier steering wheel versus a circle from 90 to 93. Doors close nicely. You do have a signature shifter from Saleen. Your air condition controls here, aftermarket stereo. The dash is very nice, and then you have another badge here as well. Saleen specific gauges that go up to 170 miles an hour. Lights work as they should. Horn works. And then guess what? The ashtray is not broken, which is a huge deal. Emergency brake feels good. Another small imperfection on the headliner. And then you have your cop light is what I call it. Your little light right here, which looks like it's burnt out. Overall, very clean. Passenger side's nice. Your carpet's nice. No foul odors. And then you have your wind-capable headrests, so you can have that air flowing through for a more aerodynamic design. Rear seats match the front. I'm super impressed by the interior. Passenger side's the same as the driver's side. All your body lines are even. I am seeing a small imperfection on the tailgate here. It's just like I don't know how you explain it, but there's something that is sort of solvent popping on the top of the deck lid. And then obviously the wing these were hand formed from a mold, and you could see the fiberglass through the paint, as I've talked about earlier in the other clip. Gas cap opens up nicely. Your fit and finish for the rear deck lid is very nice. And then you actually do have a full-size car cover that's included, and we'll show you that when we open up the deck lid. Hood is very nice. Your glass in the front is clean. You do have the Saleen insignia up top. And then under the hood, they did a whole bunch of tasteful modifications directly from Saleen. This was sold at Bleakley Ford, so this was sold new, and the window sticker was actually $30,021. So that's a pretty impressive number for a Fox body in 1990. All right, let's get to the power plant. So this is a 302. It has an upgraded upper and lower intake manifold, so it looks like a GT40 manifold. You have 1.7 roller rockers, JBA headers, which have a little bit of surface rust, upgraded ignition. You have the COP radiator hose is what I call it, but it's just a different style hose, so it's a high, heavy-duty hose. You also have a MAF translator is what it looks like. And then you have racecraft suspension upgraded underneath as well, so you have sway bars. You obviously have a lower stance, which you're going to see in this video, and we're taking it for a test drive. I don't see any hood insulation. Your actual belts are in great shape, and I did notice that the AC compressor was disconnected, so I just plugged it in. We'll see if the AC will turn on when we take it for a test drive. Before we go for a test drive, I want to thank you guys for watching these videos. If you can, please click like and subscribe below, because that's going to give you more great cars just like this beautiful Saleen We have a 93 teal Cobra coming in as well with super low miles and a host of other Ford products. So let's jump in it, go for a ride. Thanks again. So we're going to take number 30 out for a test drive. We go down Marina Mile, we're going to go over the bridge, we're going to show you guys how the suspension feels, we're going to test out the transmission. Overall impression so far, because I've driven it before, the suspension makes this car feel like a completely different animal versus a stock GT or LX. You can push it through corners and it feels good. Downshifts are precise. You do have 410 gears. I believe it has a B303 cam and 1.7 roller rocker, so it's a stage 2 from Saleen. And we're going to have all that documentation. So this has a ton of documentation in regards to when it was purchased, the Saleen window sticker, etc., all in the gallery. Brakes are very nice. It does have upgraded rear disc brakes. Shifting feels good. My turn signal's working right now. We are at operating temperature right now, and I actually let it sit at idle while we were doing some of the additional shots, and it does not overheat. You don't have that coolant smell. That's third gear, fourth, and let's put it in fifth and test out if it slips. So we have no slippage at all. We're showing 98,000 miles on the odometer. The interior is very clean, other than the steering wheel having a little bit of wear, like sun fade essentially. Dash is nice, no cracks. You do have a Saleen badge up top. Downshifts are easy, horn works, and you also do have an aftermarket radio which operates as it should. Air condition does blow, but it is not blowing cold. Headliner's nice. You do have the hoop from Saleen back there. And the seats are very comfortable, so the bolsters are nice. Going over a little bit of bumps here on the bridge with no issues. Oh, those 410 gears really do liven up this motor. Steering. So normally when you get inside of a Fox body, I've had a whole bunch of these. They're a little bit loosey-goosey. This one's super tight, and you can feel the difference in the geometry because it does have adjustable dampeners, sway bars, along with strengthening bars throughout. So it has stiffeners, essentially. So you can roll it, and it feels good. The downshifts are nice. I love the sound of a Fox body. Almost got hit by an F-350, which would have been horrendous. First gear, second gear, third gear, no funny sounds from the rear end. Fourth. Oh, I love it. These are so cool, man. I dreamed about this car when I was growing up, and I could only buy a convertible GT, and we modified the heck out of it. This has every single modification that you could dream of from back in the day. We're going to take a right here. Brakes are even. We'll push it through this corner a little bit. Oh yeah. Here come the bumps. So this is going to tell you how the suspension's reacting or if it's worn out. Right now it's very nice and tight. We're going over a big dip. No issues at all. There's no floatiness, no rebounding. This is just a turnkey piece. If you guys have any questions, give us a call at 954-363-2261. I'm out of here.